and then zippets I got over here. All right, so this is what we're going to use. Everybody familiar with these? You guys seen these before? Yeah, the zippets. You drive this thing in. The screw goes into this one. All right. Now, before we do it, we always want to check and see if the screw is going to come through the hole. These are fine. Sometimes these things are sized. Like there's only a couple types of screws that are common on job sites in reality. And sometimes these minis are sized that none of those screw heads will grab them, and it seems so foreign to me. Like, why would you just make it work with the screws that are going to be able to be found on the floor? Finding screws on the floor on the job site's a big thing. There's that. And let me get you.
You said finding screws on the job site's a big thing? Like
Yeah, like if you need a screw, like it's probably one on the floor. You just, instead of walking to your job box, somebody probably dropped the drywall. If you need drywall screw, chances are there's one on the ground. Okay. I need to get you a drill first, Will, before we go much further with this, though. All right.
Yeah, there's a drill right here.
Is there a drill right here?
Yeah.
Okay. And that little Milwaukee is there? There's a little Milwaukee drill behind you too. Does that have a screw tip in it?
No.
No.
Yeah.
There's a battery right here. You can go find that.
This one?
It doesn't matter. Yeah, give me that one because I know that battery will be fresh, to be honest. I'll just pull it here. And we go get a screw tip for him.
Is that the actual size?
It reminds me, you know they got Conduit in copper?
They got what?
They make it in copper.
Conduit and copper?
Yeah.
For what?
I don't know.
That's weird. It's probably expensive shit, right? Oh,
It sounds like a plumbing.
yeah, that's exactly. I wasn't gonna say nothing, dog. It sounds like, are you sure it's not plumbing pipe? Because plumbing pipe, supply pipe is copper, right? So, do you know how to use that or now?
I haven't used this in a while.
Okay, so then you're gonna drive this in first, right? Here, let me just show you all one because there's gonna be 3 or 4 more to do. So just Will's gonna stay up here. But so you take the white part, put that on your dot. And that goes back so it's flush with the wall. And then that little plus where you just put your screw tip is where the screw ends up going.
You don't need to look for the stub.
What's that?
With that one, with the white one, you don't.
They won't work with the stud. They won't. Because the plastic won't bore a hole in the stud. The plastic only bores a hole in the drywall. So now this is the point where I take the nut and the bolt out of the Mini so it doesn't get in my way, screwing it back in, right? We're going to leave these up there with Will for a second.
Purposely made not to go in.
Sometimes the drill won't fit in. You can always bend these open a little bit, right? Totally fine. Pretty strong, actually. All right. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. The next move I want to do is just pin this real quick. That's all.
How do you know, like, if it's gonna fall right into the collar right here? Like how?
Because I measured. I'm really hoping I did a good job measuring. Yep. Remember that's what when I sent Sarah up to measure? So she measured 1.5 inches that we need to deduct up there. Now, Will, I need you to move your ladder back. And you see how that's like crooked and cocked in there? We got to get that all mated up together nicely. You should be able to just smack it with the palm of your hand. So I had Sarah measure what we needed, that 60 or whatever number, and that was to here. So I measured to center here. I moved that mark up here, and then I measured off the corner to here, and I deducted Sarah's magic number of 1.5 inches. And that should give me, I mean,
You don't put no marks on the wall though?
why?
Just to make sure like it's still on track.
The kid is good.
That's good.
It may not be exactly right. We may have to tweak it a little bit. We're gonna find out. I should be pretty close because I've done this a bunch of times. Looks good though, doesn't it? Doesn't look like it's gonna hit it?
Yeah, it looks like it's going through.
Yeah, I think it should be fine. Nice. So I'm not gonna bind any of this down final yet because, as Greg just pointed out, there might be a little human error factor in that measurement. You're looking at a pretty big span there, transferring numbers. You always lose something. It's like whisper down the lane. So I'm gonna get this offset in, and then I'm gonna look at how plumb this is. And if this is out of plumb, I can either pull that out of that cup connector up there a little bit to move the whole thing this way, or I can cut more off to make it go further and move the whole thing this way. Then we'll tighten up everything at once. A lot of conduit is run loose at first, and then you go back through and tighten it once everything is sitting pretty where you want it, right? And that's that. So now, what do we need to know? Anybody?
Up there to down to the next connection.
And then what else? There's one other piece of information we need. What is it?
The connectors, offset angle.
Yeah.
Not angle, but offset distance. Angles, what angles you use to bend?
Like half an inch.
Whatever this is, it's probably 3/4 plywood. I'll bet it's 3/4 of an inch. We're probably not even gonna conventionally measure that. We're probably just gonna tweak it till we have close to 3/4 of an inch because it's EMT and we have a little flex and wiggle room with it, to be honest. It's really hard to measure and bend like under a 2-inch offset. It's really hard to do that because you end up at the front of the shoe and the radius of your first bend. There's all kinds of stuff that goes goofy with that. So, who wants to get a number from, let's get an overall first, right? So the overall is going to be from the pipe to here, and we have to remember to account for this distance here, which is like a 3/16 of an inch, and then this distance here on this one. Who wants to do it? Who wants to measure it? Everybody do it all at once now. Here, you want to take this just it's up to you. You don't have to. You may not need it. You tell me. All right, and what the overall is, and while you're up there, just do me a favor, measure this dimension. Just make sure that is 3/4 of an inch like I think it is.
From the wall to this.
Yeah, just the thickness of that plywood.
There's 3/4. Fucking smart as shit. It was 3/4, he was right.
And he's been doing this a lot, for a long time. Maybe he knows the screen.
Yeah, he's been doing this for fucking too long.
He knows the stuff.
I'm going over there.
Jason, why don't you move that ladder up close to the wall?
Yeah, you're right. So I'm gonna be reaching.
18 first. Graduate.
Reaching to one piece.
I think, yo, man, that news yesterday about that guy, yo, he must finish already.
Yeah, he was already pretty much done. He was before my class.
Why not?
I was thinking about the whole guy I drove for that situation. Like, how long was it? 27?
I think it was early 20s. Like 21, 22, 23, something like that.
Yeah.
These things happen in life sometimes. Call him girlfriend, gang. Call him girlfriend like you did to me. What? I just been thinking about that from yesterday. The what?
Just thinking about the guy yesterday, you saw the news.
Oh, yeah. So what do you got, dude? Talk to me.
I got 63 3/4.
Okay, is that your total without deducting for the connector hubs?
That's the total.
So say that number again. Let's write it down because I'm old and burnt out and I forget things. Say that number again.
63
63
3/4.
and 3/4. I'm going to erase all other math on the board. Get that going. All right, so
Yeah.
what, Jason, what do you want to deduct for the little connector nubs?
You said about an eighth twice, so like a quarter.
You want to take a quarter? Cool. So 63 and a half overall. Now what's that dimension on that plywood?
You were right, 3/4.
3/4 plywood. All right, so we need a 3/4 set. You get 3/4 set, and then 63.5 inch of overall length. Now, you can do the math when you do offsets, and you can figure out, if we're doing these degree bends, and it's this much of a distance, the pipe's gonna shrink this much, and you can cut your piece of pipe exactly right, and then bend it, and it'll shrink the right. That shit never works out, dude. Don't even try it, right? In this case, we're gonna bend the 3/4 inch offset on a full stick of pipe. When we get our offset where we want it, we're gonna measure that bitch out to 63.5, and we're gonna cut it. And that's what we're gonna do.
Let's do it.
Right? Seem easier?
Yeah.
It's a lot easier. So let me show you all real quick. This is our stick of pipe. We're a little light on 1 inch today.
Like walking on the one line is bad, but walking through two lines is good.
Is everybody watching? This is how you do this, right? Bend her upside down, foot here. Put your pipe in wherever it's going to start. We'll talk about where it starts. I'm just going to see how my foot's hooked under this so it doesn't want to slip, right?
Whoa. That's like a
And flip it. Make sure it's not dog leg.
do the conduit bend. Go. That's the conduit bend.
They're doing that, then he's stinky.
The steak.
So my offset, if you look at it, is a little bit open, right? It's not perfectly parallel. It also is too big, right? This is definitely more than 3/4 of an inch. But if I take a little bit of bend out of this bend down here, it's going to close that up. And it's going to be pretty damn close. Yep, where you going? Hold up. Nope. Not today, come on. Come on, man.
I don't have a line straight.
It's okay. Maybe you can direct somebody else then.
I'll look at it.
So I just took a little tiny bit out of that, right? A tiny little bit. 1 inch is kind of a bear, it really is. That's going to be good enough for our purposes, right? So we take this back here, just to check it. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh wow, it actually could use a little bit more. Anyway,
I don't know.
let's get started bending a piece of 1 inch up the way I just did it and make that offset.
Offset. Every time I hear that league word, I think of him.
So you want to suppose we gotta color one and color it off?
I'm going to make the Quavo.
Oh my God. Let's just throw a dart. Got that?
Throw a pipe.
Oh. So when you're bending, do me a favor. Have a big piece of pipe sticking off this way, okay? Not toward our friends. So you're going to spin that around that way. There. Grab that. You got that? Because I'm going to... I got to put this down. Not where Justin just cleaned up.
Get ready to do the conduit bend.
I appreciate it.
You got it, brother. We're super tempting, I'm not going to lie.
All right, no, there's a lot of room now, isn't there?
So we're going to start like a rough number back. If you put the bender all the way at the end of the pipe like this, it eggs the pipe. It makes it an oval, and you are never going to get a connector or a coupling on there. So I come back like yay much, but one thing I always do is I mark the front of the shoe. Right? I mark that. In case I got to put this back in to tweak it, I know exactly where to line it up. Right? Because a little bit of variance is a lot in pipe bending. So, ready? Go ahead. Get your feet where they gotta be. Yep.
Or if you use the wall.
Angle, hold on. Angle. We're moving the pipes. Let's bring that back to here. Now let's get it. Let's angle it a little bit. Oh. A little bit more, right?
Don't worry about the air duct.
Slide this foot right up against that now.
Really?
Yep.
That air duct's going to be removed.
Push.
Oh, wow. The mini splits are going to be up and running hopefully today. They're trying
Now, you have some bend in there or not yet? A little bit. You're going to need a little bit more though.
It's like they're trying to do everything.
Got this way.
Yeah.
Now, line yourself back up on that mark, right? That's why we have the mark there, right?
Use the edge of that table, Joy. No, for the bottom. Like with the stick.
Oh, come out soon.
It's probably hurt. Is it hurting you having me on this too? Okay, I'm gonna let go. Let go.
There you go.
Watch out for the people that are sitting down.
Can't keep it
I got safety glasses. Sitting behind Sarah too. That's nice. I got my safety glasses. Cool. Are you the guy that fireman's like pushing little old ladies out of the way to get out of the building?
I am.
So we can use the table.
No, my stuff right here. She's thinking. She's not supposed to be sitting there.
If you want to phone a friend, it's okay.
You can phone a friend. You are allowed to phone a friend.
Just can't get it lined up.
That's what we should do.
Yeah, that's it right there.
I think it's good.
It's gonna be popcorn. You should should be away from this. The table should be away from this.
Oh, you bad old lady.
You let me tell them, right? You hear me tell them? Okay.
And I'm just saying, you might want to listen to them.
I got this thing. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
What you doing, high?
Heavyweight.
You doing, high?
That's a hell of a lot of bend in there. Oh, that's a lot of bend, my friend.
I think we're doing a 30 degree.
Yeah, why are you doing 2.6?
We were measuring the room.
We're just tweaking it to get that 3/4 set. We did no measuring for the offset.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's all
Is
right.
this garbage now? Should we cut it?
Yeah, I would. I mean, it's like a perfect 30-degree bend, though. That's perfect.
I just picked that up because it was like straight.
I think that's good.
See how you look at it?
Yeah. So that's it's pretty much a perfect 30-degree bend, but yeah, we're looking for way less bend than that. It's like 10 to 15 degrees ish, probably. If I had to guess. So pop that out the bagger and we'll cut it.
I'm trying to get rid of it, to be honest.
Right there.
Just cut that with the bandsaw?
Yeah, cut down the bandsaw and read it. All right, so now, new volunteer. Who wants to try this time?
Me. Try to do it.
He didn't do it.
You did, you tried.
Try to do it.
So remember, when we're pushing down like this, it's closing that cut and pinching the blade. So you need to be lifting up. So here, take your hand away from that for sure, because that's where the blade spins. So to left hand here, Will, and Greg, you back off of it, and you come out into space. There you go. Cut. Perfect. Right? This thing has a brake.
Better.
So you're never going to hit your leg as long as you let off the
You
trigger.
said the blade spins on here? Where
But
is
the
that?
blade's inside. Oh, this has a cover. I'm sorry. Most of these don't have this cover, and the blade, you
it's
can
just
see it. Yeah, that's why I didn't want his hands under that. I was like, oh, God. I think it's less fingers.
Can I try it again and do it correctly?
What's that?
Can I try it again to do it correctly?
Sure. Ream it out first, though. Ream it out first. You can try to use it. Yep. Make sure you mark the front of your two.
So what point exactly am I trying to stop at?
Halfway to the 30.
Less than 10. Less than 10, yep. Oh, snap.
Damn, less than 10?
Whoa.
You got more?
Hey, where have all those big?
Wait,
Where
Hey, where's the
all those
chocolate?
big candy bars you had yesterday?
Hey, hold up. Where's the chocolate?
Yeah, where's the chocolate, man?
There's actually no chocolate in here.
Oh, there we go, right there. Yeah, I'll take that. Thank you. I'll take that.
I don't really care. I got 5 bags at home still. I had no trick-or-treaters this year. So I got the last few years.
Everybody back on this side of the room, watch out for the end of this pipe.
Where's the pencil?
Man, I've got it.
Other things, I have my hidden stash with this.
Doesn't have to be crazy like I did. I did it real bold so everybody could see what I was doing. Whatever you can see is fine, yup. Mark that up. Less, so this is all degree numbers. He's aiming for less than 10, between 5 and 10 to start. Little tiny bit more. Good. Now flip it around. You good? Flip it around. that way, put it back in. And when you do this, you gotta sight down this, because if this thing's kicked like that, you see how I kicked it, so it's like that way now? You're gonna have a dog leg in your pipe. So you wanna make that as straight as possible.
What are you aiming for? Like with this? Is that what it's like?
I'm just looking to see if this looks like it's perpendicular to this.
Like so that it's not turned this way or that way, so it's just straight, right?
It's a dog leg. Yep. So here, grab that, and that's your second spot. And then you're gonna try to put the same amount of bend.
That's how bad it was.
That looks almost there.
Yeah, it look like. Little bit.
That might be
little bit
good.
more, little bit more. That should be good, yeah. Look like an exhaust pipe.
Check it out.
Pretty much secure candy bars that I got laying around the house now.
That's the
The one I want is
It's bigger than 3/4 of an inch. Let's see how much.
Find this all year.
I'm wrong again.
I like baby roots and butter.
Can you go to the dollar?
I don't have one near me.
So that's 1 inch. So we're 1/4 of an inch off. And believe it or not, we can probably tweak that.
Can I go again? Somebody else.
I got 42 minutes.
We're gonna roll with this. We can probably tweak that 1/4 of an inch,
Each
to
one
be
of those
perfectly
suits drives
honest.
an hour and a half here every day.
Who's bringing it up there? What's up with it then?
I think I'll put that right there. Right there at the end.
What, you're about 45 minutes free?
Yeah.
I'm about 45 minutes away.
I'm 40 minutes in on part perfect.
No, I get behind a school bus every morning.
At least on the highway, I got that going. Alright, so what was our overall length, right?
63? 63 3/4.
63 and a half overall. So the next move is going to be to cut this thing down to 63 and a half inches overall.
63.
Oh shit, never mind, hold on. I fucked up.
You fucked up.
I didn't, no, I fucked up. This is all me. Okay, measure. Shit.
You gotta
Anybody know where? Stop, don't say nothing. Anybody know where I fucked up?
I know where you're from.
Yeah, you gotta measure it, because now you have the bed in there, so now your measurement's not gonna be accurate.
My measurement will be accurate. I can measure it. I can show you how to measure that. It's not where I fucked up. But I did fuck up, Dave.
I'll never become a boss.
You know that.
I already knew when I saw where the bed was located.
Yeah. This offset's in the wrong fucking place. I shouldn't have started at the end of the pipe.
So, you gotta realize, above the disconnect, he has to go over that piece of plywood too.
Can you just?
Alright,
The plywood sticking out. So he had got the bed in the wrong spot.
It should have been like in the middle.
I gotta get a rough idea.
More in the middle.
But can't you just cut it?
We're gonna cut it off. Yeah, we're gonna cut another one. This happens. This is a real world experience, people. We embrace it. So everybody look, right? I don't need like a hard number for that, right? I'm going up here and I'm looking, it's like, that's me holding the tape measure at 20 inches. I'm gonna say 21 inches. If we put our first bend at 21 inches, we'll be cool, right? We could probably do 20. Yeah, let's do 20 instead.
You're at an angle though, you're not straight.
No.
What do you guys want?
No, because especially when you cut it.
Try it there.
Yeah, he's right. 25.
he's speaking about his 3 feet,
So we're gonna have to cut off the end of that and rebend that offset starting at 20 inches.
By the end of November.
Damn.
What?
You need to cut it. Cut it. So much hip hop.
You Right now, you go to Walmart, this kind of candy.
We can take this out.
You said right at 20, what?
Cut that off first. Cut that end off first, because that's gonna screw with you when you're trying to, you have a fly on the floor, so cut that off. Yep, there you go, yep, left hand. And then you're basically just gonna sight, try to keep that blade as
I live in a town
straight as
that's
possible, right?
200 units.
Oh, you're right, you're probably more like that.
I
There you
work
go.
only within. And as a kid, when I was a kid, I was in the senior high school.
Dry, you wanna try
I went to the first thing is from 6 to 6:30, I had to get through
I just can't look at the market 20 and bring the pipe.
My parents
We'll put
will show
the
you
front
right
issue
now,
at 20 and we'll
Yeah,
start
I have
it.
to, I get a check from you.
I know why.
Back out.
Alright, so, can you hold this one?
I'm not.
You put it through there.
And then they were like, oh, we're sorry, it was like, we're supposed to go out with
Like a triangle like that? This is gonna
Then
travel
I'll
this
run
way,
back,
or
like
like
an hour later,
get the weight.
the rest of them, they'll sort it,
If you need more leverage, you just go further up.
And
You go
my
further
sister and I
up,
would
then
actually
you'll
literally
be-
change entire costumes and go through the whole development for a third time.
That's crazy.
2 or 3 times because I might have been like a lollipop that actually did not have a wrapper on it. No, it was in there yesterday. That might have been the wrapper, because I only don't pack, the thumbs on lollipops and.
So you gotta make like a, try to stand on this.
Then you really might not want to look in the residential or industrial fields, because most condo runs in those 2 fields.
Yeah.
With this amount of bending.
Use your, try to put like you see your.
The residential is the only one that doesn't
Right,
bend
that's
kind of
like
like
your
That's what I was gonna say, I was like.
Then like if
You might
need
be
to-
like pivot 91.
when you, as you need leverage, you just
I
push
mean,
it
once in a
into it.
great, most residential pipe lines are doing PVC.
Okay, how do you-
Right-handed.
And to be honest, only goes.
Basically, that's the idea, that you put your own weight on it,
Down
to like,
the
kind of like
center.
In the
squish it.
basement,
It's like-
above you is wooden framing, so you can run robots there, because you can stable it. Then when it dies down the concrete wall, they have to put it in like.
So that's what residential.
Mhm.
I was using one, but I don't want to do.
I mean, all you have to do is kind of like with the
I think it's up to
lighting.
the.
Screw it to the wall and boom.
You should put a box offset in it.
Not fucking budget.
Where it's all sandy and stuff, and loop and like.
Yeah, I think you got it.
There you go.
No, I was doing this for months on end, spending time in an office space. We would do it where we would run a bunch of home runs through it instead of running the MC back to the. We would run 3 or 4 runs out of the electrical.
All right, hold up, don't go crazy now.
Have 3 or 4.
We were a little bit over last time.
Just to save us time.
Yeah, go down a little bit more, not all the way to 10, almost all the way
And
to
then
10.
our MC would go into there with tie in the connections, we rate what circuits were what. Everything had a color code for us.
From this year,
Circuit
right?
1 in that box
Yep,
would be
okay.
red, black. Circuit 2 would be red.
You're almost
Circuit
there.
3 would be blue.
Yep,
Circuit
got it.
4 would be
Chill.
yellow. then
Yeah, chill right
orange,
there. Was it a little bit
brown,
over?
and
Yeah, don't, let me take this right out of your hands like that. for
I
a
mean, we went
second.
through the whole color spectrum, sometimes into a junction box, so we didn't have to run.
You could just undo it.
I'm not.
Yeah, but this is like your
Usually
advanced
when
proof,
you're bending
because if you
anything,
undo it and this is not
you're
perfectly
using
straight,
a
you dogleg it.
bender
And
usually.
then if you dogleg it, when you flip it back around, you never know which one dog,
Which
you're
is
done.
in here right now.
Where'd it go?
It's in the HVAC, they're bending conduit, and they're still are. in there.